Welcome to Yeshiva Daf Shir sponsor Nishmas Armi Akusholim and Leah Basitzchok. We're holding in Basra Daf Kuf Mem, and we're starting a few lines down in Amud Aleph. The Gemara says like this: Pshito, right? It's 3 lines down. Kuf Mem Amud Aleph, 3rd line from the top. Shita sok the Gemara merubin venismatu. If you have a lot of nechasim, so what do we learn in the Mishnah? How do we just start? The Mishnah this page starts: if you have a lot of nechasim, you have a lot of properties. So then the way you do it is the boys take the properties and the girls get food. But if you don't have a lot of properties, so then the boys don't take the food, the girls take the food. Okay? Now, something more like this. There was a lot of nechasim, a lot of properties. The boys took their part, the girls took their part. And then nispatu. But then fruits became more expensive, as the Rambam says, and the value over here is less. They don't have that much anymore, right? I used to have here a lot of properties, but it went down. The Yorshim or Zoiche already Zoiche. In other words, it's already divided. Too late. Right? Once you split it, yeah, it's done.
How did they just figured them out and they give them that?
They took the carcars, they gave land to the boys, they gave food to the girls. Food means they gave them enough to support them for the rest of their life. Well, like a trust or whatever it is. Suddenly now, the value of fruits became much more expensive. I don't have enough to feed the girls. Too bad. It's too late. After we did it, it's done. But what happens the opposite? Mu'atim and Israb. There was only a little bit of food, so they gave it to the girls. But now it increased in value. Do we say it's considered to be in the hands of the boys? It belongs to the boys. Just the boys are giving it to the girls. Now that became more expensive, the girls take care of it and leave it by the boys. Or maybe the Yorshim are out. If you have the kids, the boys, selling the nechasim watim, so you have nechasim watim, who gets the nechasim watim? The girls to feed them. The boys go and sell it. Can they sell it? They're not allowed to sell it. They should sell it, but if they sell it, it works. So what do you see over here? What do you see over here? So what do you see from here? You see from here that the boys are the owners. And the way that I explain it, just to emphasize more. Even when we say there's only a little bit of properties, and I'm giving the food to the girls, it doesn't mean it belongs to the girls directly. It belongs to the boys. And the boys are supporting the girls. Now, if the boys decide to sell it, they're not allowed to. But if they do it, it works because it's under their control. So now, if it increased in value, they take the extra increase. Now, what do you want to ask?
They sell, but what they're selling is like you have trust and you have a trustee. They sell it, but it's still inside for the girl.
That's what the Gemara's Havamina was. It says the Gemara Maskana no. And that's the Chiddush over here. And this, by the way, works. Because the Gemara says if they sell it, it works. How can he sell it? It works.
Because let's say you have 3. I mean, you want to sell me. Does that mean you're selling it for you?
For me. For me. They sold it, took the chosim.
But how do you see that they keep it?
Oh, because that's what the Gemara understands. They keep it. Because if not, who cares? They gave the girls something else. Shot is, it's under their control. Yeah, maybe you will take it away from me afterwards. The point is, it works. The main raya is, how can a boy sell it? It's not yours. Once you're out, you're out.
The girls are not married.
What?
The girls are not married.
The girls don't, let's say, not married. The girls are not married. Is until they get married. But you're giving the boys now, the boys taking it and selling. How can you sell? It's not yours. See, from here, it's theirs. Belongs to the boys.
What do they do with the proceeds?
Okay, so then the Chacham will take it away from them and give it to the girls. If they still have it, if they lost it, lost it. But how can you sell? The raya of the Gemara is, how can you sell? You're selling. Who gave you the right to sell? It's not yours. It's I'm selling someone else's property. I can't do that.
I view it more as they're selling.
So you see from here, the boys, it's theirs. The girls have the right to take it. But if the boys sell it, it works.
So if the girls get married in that possession, that costs
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
That's the question.
Says more, you'll see Rabbi Yuma Kameda Avo Vikabai Mine. So Rabbi Yuma was sitting in front of Rabbi Yuma is sitting in front of Avo, and they asked him, Almanosoi Mau Shetimad B'Nechosim. Almono, can she be mad B'Nechosim? What does it mean, Almono Mau Shetimad B'Nechosim? So the way the Rashbam learns, if you look at the Rashbam on the end of the narrow line, Mishemeis V'Niach Bonim Ubonis. V'Niach Nami Almanosoi. So he has the boys, he has girls, and he has a almana. So the woman, the widow, you have to feed her. You don't have enough properties for all three. You have it only for the boys and the girls. The way the Rashbam learns, the Shilas, the boys lose out. Meaning the girls come before the boys. Now we know. What happens if you have Almana? Do we say the Almana and the girls come before the boys or not? Some Rishonim want to learn that maybe you're talking about taking from the girls, not from the boys. But the Rashbam learns taking from the boys. So says the Gemara, Almana, so does she reduce the amount of nechosim that we have? Do we say because she has been zoinist, so then it's decreased? Or do you say, but once she gets married, it's over. Almona, once she gets married, you don't feed her anymore. So I don't feed her anymore. So you're saying it's really, she doesn't really have a right over here. We have to feed her temporarily. She won't reduce to the cost of the boys. If you want to tell me that wants to get married, so that's why it's considered to be that she doesn't have. Hashkram and that she doesn't have right now. What about a daughter of his wife? The daughter of the wife that he obligated himself to feed her. When she gets married, she still has, because he gave her obligation that she will give the girl even later. How long? Rashbam brings over here that the Kabbalah is 5 years. Regardless if she gets married, doesn't get married. So there, maybe even if she gets married, she gets it. So therefore, she will reduce the amount of nechosim.
That's how.
So maybe not, because if she dies, if the daughter dies, she doesn't get any more. There's no more food for her. Don't tell me that if she dies, she doesn't have. That's what she's not considered to be ma'at. What about a lender? If he dies, he still has, right? If a lender dies, so his kids get the loan. Or we say because of because he still have to extract it, so it's not ma'at. So the Gemara stays with the questions. So the Gemara, some ask the question from the other direction. I mean, instead of starting from the daughter, and they go to the almana, and then they go to the almana, and then they go to the bas ishta, and then they go to the lender. They go the opposite. They start from the lender. Say the lender does. Now let's go to the next one. If you told me he does, the couple with days, because it doesn't have to death. So the more brings the question from two different directions. What's mematichos? Do you take it away from the kids or you don't take it? Something more now. Almonosoi v'bas eizemem kodemis. Have a almona and have a daughter. Who comes first? Meaning, you have only a little bit of nechosim. Do you give it to the daughter to eat? Do you give it to the almana to eat? So says the go out today, come back tomorrow. Let me think about it. Okay, also, in other words, he asked him several questions. And he said, listen, I'll give you one answer. I'll give you an answer to the last question. The what? We treat the widow towards the daughter like we treat the daughter towards the boys. A daughter by her brothers, she eats, and the brothers go ahead and collect money from tzedakah. What's the reason? The daughter always, the widow, we care about her. We are afraid that she's not going to be able to go and take money. So she is less than the daughter. It's harder for her to go collect money than the daughter. She goes first. She goes first. She gets first. She gets first. Here's a little bit of a source to the discussion that we mentioned a little briefly when the Almana takes from the girls and from the boys. So here the Gemara, the Rashbam learns, she's taking from the girls. Meaning that, she's taking she's taking away the argument from the girls. Girls are the Almana goes first. So in the Mula Aleph, the Gemara is asking, maybe she's taking away from the boys. So that's another stage that we didn't get to. If you remember in the Mishnah, so we said you give to the girls before the boys. So Admon says, I don't understand. If I'm a male, if I'm a boy, I lose? Says the one Michael, what does he say? Omar Abayach is what he's saying. Bishvil Shani Zochar Verori Anila Slik Matayro. Ifsati. He said, I'm a boy. I'm supposed to learn Torah. I should get the money. Imagine what happens. You have two kids. One is a Kreil guy and one not. So you'll give it only to the Kreil guy, not to the other one. Does it make sense? You don't give only to someone who's Torah. Hello, it says, who is the main Yorush? Who's the main inheritant of a father? The boys. The boy said, I understand. Now that I'm supposed to get the Nechosim Rubim without the girls, now there's only a little bit, so now you give only the girls, not the boys. So Admon claims we don't treat the girls more than the boys. We don't? Because the boy, you see the Torah treats the boy better than the girls. Legabe Yerusha.
Yeah, but not food.
Food is in the Rabbanan. So Admon says, what can it be the Rabbanan will go and be ma'akir with the Raisa says?
They can go and get a job.
That's a smart, but Admon still doesn't agree with it. You're right. Admon says it can't be that I'm going against the Nachlo Derais. So the Mishnah. Hiniach bas ubonois vetuto. He has, he said, Hiniach bonim bonis vetuto. He has boys, girls, and a tutum. I don't know how to translate tumtum in English. But tumtum is one, you don't know if it's a boy or a girl. It's covered up. If there's a lot of nechosim, the tumtum says, I'm a boy. The boys say, go to the girls. So you're not a boy, you're a girl. Only the boys are taking a part in the nach. Nechosim muatim, you have only a little bit of nechosim. Who gets nechosim muatim? The girls. You want to take a little bit of food, tell them, no, I'm sorry. You're not a girl, you're a boy. So everyone says, I'm not sure who you are. You go to the other one. He says, if my wife gives birth to a boy, you will take 100. Yolda Zochar, for money. She has a baby boy, she gets 100. Right? Nekevo Masai. He says, if my wife gives birth to a girl, I'll give her 200. Yolda Nekevo, and it says Matay. Nekevo is born, she takes 200. Im Zocher money Nekevo Masai says the Rashbam, the base of the Gemara later, not twins. Not saying if I have twins. He says, I don't know what my wife has. If it's a boy, 100. If it's a girl, 200. Yolda Zocher Nekevo says the Rashbam, not twins. Either Zochar or Nekev. Zochar to money, Nekev to Mata. The Gemara is going to explain why the girl is more money than the boy. Yoldo Tumtum. If she gave birth to a Tumtum in a night tail, does it take? He said boy 100, girl 200. Tumtum that. If he said whatever is born, whatever it is, even a Tumtum, so then she gives money. In H, is the only inheritance, he gets everything. Now, here comes a very important point. The last part of the Mishnah doesn't make sense. He says, if it's a boy, it's 100. If it's a girl, it's 200. Now, tutu, I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. It's one of them. So you don't want to give it 200 because he's not a girl, so give him 100. If it's a boy, 100. If it's a girl, at least get 100. So says the Rashbam, you see from here, that this part of the Mishnah holds not like the beginning of the Mishnah, as we'll see in the Gemara in a moment. But the beginning of the Mishnah can explain that it's a suffix. I don't know what it is. It's a boy, it's a girl. It may be a boy, it may be a girl. The end of the Mishnah holds that tumtum is not a boy or a girl. A tumtum is a new barrier. It's a new kind. It's a new type of. It's a new type, a new sex. You have a boy, you have a girl, you have a tumtum. Tumtum is a third kind. So you mail what? It's not a boy, not a girl. I said a boy 100, a girl 200. He's not a boy, not a girl. That's the end of the Mishnah holds. And this will be the Hemshech of the Sukkah. Let's just see a few into the Gemara a little bit. Says the Gemara, what's mash for the Gemara of the Mishnah? He says, I'm a boy, give me a chelik of the nachlas. You're not a boy. You're a girl. The girls get food. You give her food. Says, but we learned that safe, he doesn't take anything. Not a boy, not a girl. No. And the beginning of the Mishnah means he doesn't get anything. Nothing gets like a girl. He gets nothing. Yes. And that's what we mentioned a second ago. It's a suffix. So if he's not a boy, he gets at least like a girl, which is less than the beginning of the Mishnah. The end goes to Shim Gamliel that holds that a tumtum is not a boy, not a girl, but a third kind. The Tanya Yoldo Tumtum Vadraginus. So we're talking about a korban. We're talking about a case of a korban. That if you have a korban that there's an animal who's pregnant, and he said if it's a zachar, it will be an oilu. If it's in a cave, it will be a shlamim. Now instead of what she gave birth, Tumtum Vadraginus. So then what? There's no kedusha at all. Why? It's either a boy or a girl. It's a zachar and a cave. It's neither. Shigamli holds the brave answer. Says the Gemara, what? What do you mean? Why?
Because in the other one, it's just paying money.
No, you can't bring a korban for sure. No, but if it has a din of kosher, does it belong to Hektish to sell it? He says, I said it's Hektish. Right? So he says not Hektish at all. So it says that he inherits like a boy and he feeds like a girl. Right? So what does it mean? It says the he goes like the ratio of the Mishnah, it's not a barrier, it's a suffix. So when you have a lam nechosim, he gets a little bit, which is like a girl. If there's a little nechosim, he gets a little bit like a boy. He always gets the least. He's going to get the worst part. Because he get one of them. Says the one of Kufimal from Davatap, Ella Baye, my Nizu Kibas. What do you mean he's going to be fed? He's not fed like a girl. Is Nishtay? Let's go over that time. What do you mean? If it's the Chosim Muatim, he's not getting anything. If it's a lot of Nechosim, he gets land and the girls get food. So he gets food. But if it's the Chosim Muatim, he doesn't get anything. Because the boys are not getting anything and he's not getting anything. Ella, what do you have to say? What does it mean he's getting? Royally Rash Ve'enloi. Meaning he's supposed to get. He says, you can't take Muzainis right now. Because you're maybe not a girl. Okay, so I'm at least like a boy. Okay, what does a boy get? Whatever a boy's supposed to get. The boy's not getting anything. Right, he's supposed to get, but he's nothing to give you. So here, what does it mean? Mizukivas. Not that giving Mizukivas. I'm saying the boys push up to the girls and say, you're not getting a Nechalas. Okay, so at least I should get like a girl. Says, no, you're right maybe to be Zan because they want to push the girl, but you're not really going to get it. If you look, so he says, so even though it's a little harder to say that because the Maisi is not Roy. If he's a boy, he's Roy to get. He's a girl, he's not a Roy, he's not a boy, not a girl. But it's a Lashon Musha. The boys push it to the girls and say, you're not getting the Nechasim. You should be like a girl, but you're not because you're not even a girl. That's a little doichak going to that, and this is just to end the staff. Is that comes out that we have a machlekes, stand the ratio of the Mishnah. There's a shita shimon lil that holds that tumtum is not a boy, not a girl, is another kind. My uncle has a whole theory that according to the Gemara, some shitas, there can be 7 sexes in the Gemara. There's a boy, there's a girl, there's a tumtum, there's a dragon, there's 7. I don't remember the whole 7. There's this shita, but according to the beginning of the Mishnah, I'll leave it the Rava. It's only a suffix. It's either a boy or a girl. It's not nothing else. That's all it is. Say, go Rabbi, so we'll stop over here. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have back the oil.